Welcome back to the Gridiron Expert. We have a solid Washington State team taking on the Mountain West champions in Fresno State as the Cougars take on the Bulldogs in the LA Bowl. And this should be a fun one, guys. This is going to be a lot of fun. A very sneaky, underrated matchup between Washington State and Fresno State as the Cougars are looking to clinch their first bowl win since 2018, while Fresno State is looking to cap off a 10-win season and win their fourth straight bowl game. A lot's at stake here on Saturday. We're here to break down everything you need to know and, of course, share our official prediction. So again, guys, welcome back to the Gridiron Expert. We're so glad you could join us today. As always, please continue to like, comment, subscribe, share our videos, and, of course, check out everything down in the description below, including those expert picks over on our website, thegridironexpert.com. We now have the holiday special package, guys. And what that is $29.99, and you get all of the spread picks for every single bowl game. Every spread pick for every bowl game and every spread pick for every NFL playoff game. Every single one. So, take advantage of it, guys. It's the holiday special for a reason. Our gift to you, $29.99 for all of those picks. It's going to be well over, close to probably 60 picks for just $30. It's going to be beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, and you're going to win. We guarantee you will win with those picks. So go check it out. The link to that down in the description below. Become part of our GE Nation. That's what we want. We're trying to build a community here full of college football fans, not just of our channel, but just football fans in general. This is the place to be. So let's dive into this LA Bowl, guys. Last year was, of course, a Pac-12 versus Mountain West opponent, and the Mountain West team got the better of the Pac-12. Utah State taking down Oregon State. Will the Mountain West make it 2 in a row? We take a look at Washington State. The addition of Cameron Ward was huge for this program. Transferring in from Incarnate Word, 3,094 yards, 23 touchdowns, just 8 interceptions, 27.9 points per game is what the offense is averaging, which is pretty good for the Cougars. They're averaging 263 through the air. Not much of a ground game, really, but 263 passing yards through the air with Cam Ward. Problem is, big problem here, their leading wide receiver in Deshaun Stribling, who has 602 yards and 5 touchdowns, and their number 3 wide receiver in Donovan Ollie, who has 491 yards and 3 touchdowns, both will not be playing. They're not playing in this game. They both entered the transfer portal. Both of those players were high on the mark and targets for Cam Ward. They're transferring out, so other people are going to have to step up in the passing game. One that's been electric loses 2 of their top wide receivers, which means they might even lean more heavily on Nakia Watson, who has 736 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns on the year. So you could see the Cougars run the ball a little bit more against Fresno State. You're not going to really see that from the Bulldogs, guys. They want to air it out. They've got one heck of an offense. 30.7 points per game, nearly 270 passing yards per game, and of course it all starts with the name we all know, Jake Haener. 2,600 plus yards, 18 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. He missed pretty much all of October, but since he's come back from his injury, he's been on fire and helped lead the team to that Mountain West championship over Boise State. Jordan Mims has over 1,100 rushing yards on the year, along with 16 touchdowns. Jalen Moreno-Cropper, over 1,000 yards receiving and 5 touchdowns. I mean, you name it, Fresno State can do it. Whether it's Mims, whether it's Haener, whether it's Cropper, they've got the talent to light you up and light you up fast, which means it's going to be a very tall test and a tall task for Washington State's defense to slow them down. But the thing is, Jake Dickert's teams traditionally have had pretty solid defenses. He's a defensive-minded coach. The Cougars this year giving up just 22.4 points per game, but the major concern and the major weakness for Washington State has been the pass game. Cougars are giving up over 266 passing yards per game, while only giving up 127 on the ground. So you might not see a huge day from Jordan Mims or the Fresno State rush game, but the pass game could see a big day. You look at the numbers, guys. They give up 485 passing yards to Washington, 357 to Arizona, 446 to Oregon. Teams that have had good quarterbacks, such as Michael Penix, Jaden DeLora, and Bo Nix, have lit up this Washington State team. And Fresno State has a pretty dang good quarterback in Jake Haener. Will they be able to stop him? And will they be able to stop the run entirely without their 4th leading tackler in Francisco Mauigoa, who was 4th on the team with 60 tackles and 3.5 sacks? So a loss there defensively as he is also entering the transfer portal. So questions there for Washington State. You take a look at Fresno State. They're giving up 20.5 points per game. Not a bad mark defensively at all. Only 193 through the air, only 158 on the ground. And I would say that number is a bit concerning. 158 rushing yards per game on the ground that they're giving up is a tiny bit concerning. And you could see Nakia Watson have a good day. If Washington State can get enough push up front and they dedicate themselves to the run because of the loss of two of their top 3 wide receivers, you could see Nakia Watson get some big plays out there. Cam Ward has a little bit of dual threat capability, and you could see Washington State move the ball relatively easily against the Bulldogs. That is a number to watch out. But overall, you look at the numbers, guys. We saw Fresno State hold Boise State to 321 total yards. 321 total yards. That's pretty dang good in that Mountain West Championship game. This defense is legit. They have forced 11 interceptions on the year. 11 interceptions on the year, and that's something I'm keeping an eye on too, is will they be able to force turnovers off of Cam Ward? He's only committed 8 interceptions on the year, but if they can just get 1 or 2 turnovers in the game for Fresno State, don't even all have to be Ward's fault, just 1 or 2 turnovers for Fresno State, and Jake Haener capitalizes, it might be too much for Washington State to overcome. So ultimately, guys, what is going to happen in this game? I mean, I really do think this is one of the more underrated games, at least on this Saturday. You know, we have a great Saturday slate of bowl games, a full day of football, and this is one that I think is very, very underrated. I think the two teams are relatively even. I think they've got 2 great quarterbacks in Cam Ward and Jake Haener. But ultimately, guys, I like Fresno State a little bit more in this spot. And I will say, last year, not that it matters, we did pick Utah State to beat Oregon State, so we picked the Mountain West team to win last year. I'm going to do it again this year, but not because of what happened last year, but because I genuinely believe Fresno State's a little bit better than Washington State. They really don't have any major opt-outs, at least at the time of this video. They do not. No major opt-outs. They have the better core. I think they have the better quarterback. I would take Jake Haener over Cam Ward right now. The defense has proven to me that they can win the games for their team. They can shut down pretty solid offenses. I expect them to do the same to Washington State. Fresno State wins the LA Bowl, clinches their 2nd straight 10-win season, and they do it in the first year of Jeff Tedford's return. Kalen DeBoer helped him get there last year, took the Washington job. They brought Tedford back. Year 1 picks up right back where he left off. 10 wins and a Mountain West title for Fresno State. If you're a Bulldog fan, it can't get much better than this. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching us here at the Gridiron Expert on YouTube. Make sure to continue to like, comment, subscribe, share our videos, and of course, check out everything down in the description below, including those expert picks over on our website, thegridironexpert.com. Sign up for that holiday special, guys, to get every bowl game spread pick and every NFL playoff game spread pick as well. All of that combined into one package and one low price. Again, check it out. The link down in the description below. And once again, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on the Gridiron Expert.